Absolutely. And I mean, I can't even leave her this morning without even thanking.
You can't hide the truth from the youth. You can't steal the fruit, not the root. Cause the youth, how them root.
Yeah, I'm Jefery, host of Straight Up. And this is my grandson, Josh. What is it about this program that you're interested in, Josh?
I like the interesting topics that your listeners call in with, and I like the debates that you have with them.
Straight Up from 9 till midday, weekdays on Newstalk 93.
It's like Jefery and Marley and Fiery.
Yes, I play that one because according to Miss Sahai Scott, who is a manager of the One Love Cafe down at the Bob Marley Museum. She was reminding me that it's Rita Marley's birthday today, the same day that the One Love Cafe is putting on a concert in honor of His Imperial Majesty's birthday, which was 2 days ago. Birth date was 2 days ago on the 23rd of July. But the One Love Cafe is hosting a nice stage show. Very nice stage show down at the same Bob Marley Museum tonight. This evening, and it also happens to be Rita Marley's birthday. So Rita Marley, let's sing the music, the one draw. You know, one draw, one swallow does not make a, alright, one draw, one sip. One sip does not make a swallow, or does not a swallow make, like what them say, one swallow does not a summer make. When you come out of spring, you know, the people who live in a cold country, them wait until them say a swallow fly past, and when them say they swallow, them say, yes man, summer come. So through that them have the saying, say, don't worry, watch no one swallow, and believe say one swallow make a summer. So it is one sip, don't make a swallow or a draw. So I hope Rita Marley get a next draw, different from just have get the one draw, and I'm going to stay high with one draw. And next you could play some music from Rita Marley from before that, when she was singing along with some of the young ladies. Named the Soulettes. It named play. All you know to do is play. And ray. And you don't know about the love of the Father and the light of the world. I go here a little piece of the Soulettes there, from about 1965, 66. 65 of them. No, this is a little later, it was 66, 67. And my guest here today, she wants to spend out special greetings. My guest today is Pamela Marshall, and she has written a novel or two. A novel or two, one named Breaking the Cycles. It's a barrel child story, you know, the barrel children, the children that are left in Jamaica, not abandoned, you know, left. As people go and look some more means of taking care of them children. Them leave the children in Jamaica, and they take care of them by sending things in a barrel. Sometimes them send it through Western Union, but sometimes them send it in a barrel. But after a while, the only care that the child get come through the barrel. Them not get no hands-on care, but still you can't run them out on them, you know, because it's the barrel people. And it's the people who go far in the whole of Jamaica, you know. You think of tourism all of Jamaica. The people who go far and go work and send everything first. Them send the zeros them first, you know, to we. That are tens and hundreds and thousands. And them left the 1 and 2 and 3 for themselves. First thing them do off of the top, them send the money come to Jamaica. So she writes some story about them. One is the Breaking the Cycle, a barrel child story. The next one is Barrel Child, both of them by Pamela Marshall. Well, she wants to send some greetings to our brethren, our personal brethren, which is our brethren also, Admiral Zebulon, and our children, Zanaba, Elon and Jalil, Rosalie and Joe and Kamara also. You're going to hear more about them, and you're going to hear more from my guest. We have thing there, spread propaganda upon the dread. Stop spread propaganda upon the dread by Prince Mohammed. Yes, man. Eh? No, stop propaganda upon the dread. What make people have peace said? Because them go rob some of George Nook's money here. Same Prince Mohammed. Stop spread propaganda upon the dread. Same of go on. Yes, let's hear it.
Jello, give me my satisfaction. Fill my heart.
After the break, we hear some more right car. The dread now have no 40 grand in there, man. And the woman, the bank rob the dread, their ass money, and when them go for the money. Instead of 40 grand or 200 and something Jamaican, 200 and something cent. Because you know a Jamaican dollar is a 1 cent, US 1 cent. Straight up. Yes, good morning and welcome back to Straight Up. I want to correct and clarify that greeting sent by Danny Starr Jr., otherwise known as Danny Starr. He wants to send greetings to his daughter mother. She will be celebrating her birthday tomorrow, not today, Saturday the 26th of July. Wishing her all that is good from Junior, also known as Danny Starr. Well, thank you very much. That is for, and put her name on the other one, but her name not on this one. Her name is Petal, I believe. Janet, otherwise known as Petal. But if it's not Petal, I'm sure says Janet. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello. Morning, welcome to Straight Up, hello.
Hello.
Yes, welcome.
Morning, Jerry.
What goes on?
Why, you have to go play the music, they stop spread propaganda upon the dreading.
Then I hit me a play, you know, you ever start playing?
Yeah.
Because
look here now.
Yeah.
You see this tax thing?
Yeah.
A propaganda some man has spread upon the dreading.
You mean Peter Phillips the Dread?
Yeah. Because all the thing go, you see?
Yeah.
This is tax where you acknowledge say you owe.
Yeah.
Because you know sometimes the tax thing and you and them haggle and
yeah, until you arrive at some agreement.
yeah, and if no agreement can't come it go to court.
Yeah.
Well, this is tax where you agree say you owe.
Yeah.
So if you agree for start pay it and you not pay it,
Yeah.
then them just make the short move by you.
But I just realized that you're one of the advisor to him, you know. You know what them call it though?
Me? No, sir. You know me never even meet Peter.
Me know, but you know what them call the measure though?
Eh?
You know what them call the measure?
What measure?
The same measure where them go for the thing if them know say you have no money out the road, them go for it. Then call it garnishment after you.
Yeah. But yesterday I hear me, I say, what?
Yes.
I know them I say there, you know.
Well, them let the push out their back already.
Yeah, but look here.
Yeah.
When are the last time you hear about Amnesty International?
Now I hear about them in the grooming, all of the grooming thing them with Carlin goes in there. You hear nothing about them. What you hear about them?
A long time I hear about them, you know.
Yeah.
Well, boy, me hear the news yesterday.
Yeah.
So you so hear better call now say, me and you come down from Peter Bunting.
Yes.
I don't know how she arrived at that.
Yesterday she said them to find a new host for Straight Up.
Joke of that, man, but she's still a call.
Yes.
She's addicted.
Yes, she's addicted. Thank you very much, yes, sir.
Yeah, give that.
Yes, good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Good morning. I am addicted to the People's National Party.
You speak of
You speak of the eloquent one and she arrives.
You speak of
you need to clarify also. You made an erroneous statement. The policeman did not cut down the speed in giving evidence in the Almila situation. What the policeman said, he was driving at 130 and Miller was going at 170. Him couldn't catch him even though he was driving at 170. They never cut it down to 130. The policeman said he was driving at 130. That is to be clarified. Moving on now. It is interesting that you are here glowing over suddenly Amnesty International emerged. And Amnesty International also is a global expansion of the homosexual lifestyle. But in the United States...
But your party is the chief advocate for the homosexual in Jamaica?
No, they're not. That's why Amnesty attacked them that often.
But what you mean? You think you meant to say that me and Garnet were gloating over Amnesty?
Yes, you are gloating over Amnesty.
But you say glowing. No, you say...
National champion
No, but you say gloating.
The reach of homosexuals.
Yes, but you say glowing.
Not dictator.
Yes, but you say glowing. That means that you spent too much time at Cuba till you forgot English.
No, man, you are both glowing over Amnesty. You get boy for boy and said you suck it, and Amnesty come and Peter like anybody afraid of them. Them is a non-entity. Anyhow.
Well, is it gloating or glowing? Which one?
Gloating.
Okay, correct.
Glowingly gloating.
Yes, yes.
A black man walking down the street in New York. Father of 6, his son is moving on to university. Grandfather of 2 was choked to death by 7 policemen. Murdered. It is all over the world. We saw it. I saw it live. 11 times he said to the policeman, having him in the neck hole, him have a 99 on the back of a khaki short pants, a black shirt, t-shirt with 99 on the back, a hat with a glasses, a white, set-white, roughneck, racing policeman. But the one that choked him to death, you heard when the black man said, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. 11 times he said it. You heard it. And he lay on the ground, and when he died, when the paramedic never put an oxygen man, Amnesty not up. Them kill a white man yesterday for 25 years for death row. Them kill him with a drug way because the drug company stop sell the American government drugs to kill people after how much years in a death row. And them kill the man yesterday, take him 2 hours to death. Amnesty not say nothing. The international homosexual community try to impose violently freedom lifestyle from countries all over the globe. Amnesty right now, Syria, Israel is being used to attack and kill people.
Hold on. But you know, so them have the Prime Minister by the short and curlies too.
Them have the Prime Minister by nothing.
Yes, them have her. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Morning. Welcome to Straight Up.
Greetings, Jerry.
Yes, sir. What going on, sir?
Highway.
Queer say.
You mentioned Paul Patmore
Yes, sir.
and the water thing going on down there.
Yes, sir. Remember me, you go look for it.
Yes, man. You know, the water thing here, Jerry, is a very, very good demonstration of the sustained bad government
Yeah.
in this country.
So the sustained bad government is just like sustained lack of water. So the drought in good governance and public service, it is even more dangerous than the drought of water.
Definitely, Jerry. I know, you know, what they're talking about is adding the cost of water harvesting and storage
Yeah, to your bill.
to residences, and already people can't afford to buy a house by themselves again.
Just like how they add sewage to your bill, even if you're not using the sewage.
Right. So what I'm saying now is, you see, is that is not really a solution either, because if you don't have water, what are you going to put into the tanks? You know? So I think it's a very mixed up thing.
Yeah, but all of these crises are opportunities for the people to organize. You don't think that in every community, every constituency, a core of people should start organizing an agenda of demands that they want, that anybody applying for political office there have to meet those demands or commit to them or tell what portion of them they are willing to undertake. You don't think politicians would have to pay attention to such a list?
No, definitely the people need to have much more say from the very beginning before.
But if you organize some ideas and some list of things before that, you're far away ahead of the game. You're far ahead of putting up your hand in a crowd and asking for a turn to ask a question.
No, definitely. But you see what happens on these issues, for example, water. They need to understand what are the real alternatives, because there's a huge reservoir available under the ground.
Yes.
And which is part of water, so therefore the level of the water inside there, they call the water table, going down.
Yeah.
and going below the pipes which they are used to take the water out of the ground.
Yes.
And that is causing a problem.
Yeah.
And the very simple reason why there's no water getting into there over the years and decades. Because that, if we have that well charged, we don't have a problem at all. We could do without rain for probably like a year, and we don't have a problem.
Yeah.
But it is very low now because of the level of deforestation.
Yes.
Because it's only the trees that will take water into that large reservoir. That
Yes.
aquifers.
People don't understand that.
Right. Only the trees will take water into the aquifers, and the aquifers are natural reservoirs that we don't have to go having tanks at every house.
Yes.
So the whole point about it here is that how I'm not hearing anybody talking about planting trees.
Yeah. Now, as I say, I think that one of the things that we can do, and we must get results from it, is for you to contact a handful of people in your constituency and start to formulate and draft these priorities that you have for your Look here, the other day I was on the back road there around my tire man, and two brethren called me and carried me over to the side of the river bank that gone down in the Hope River there, and Dreadites over the other side. And them show me the tunnel under the road that has been built. Since them do some, them make some adjustment to the track. They make the track into a world-class track, the Usain Bolt track at this university. But in doing so, they have damaged the tunnel under the road that carry water in wastewater back into the Hope River bed. And it is a road in the road. Right. All these things I think you and other people in the area should go around and list out these things. And anybody coming for election, whether it's local government election or constituency general election, must face up to these things and state state whether them reject or accept these demands. I thank you very much. I have to go here, sir.
Yeah,
Hear from you soon. Let's go for a break. Good morning, welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. Next call. Good morning. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, hearing me?
Yes, ma'am, welcome.
Yeah, man, I'm even still on Port Manchester.
Yeah, talk slow, don't speed it up,
Alright.
Yeah.
I just want to know about the corruption that's taking place in security force.
Corruption, that what?
Taking place in Jamaica Council Force, security police.
Okay, yes. Yeah.
From the 11th of July to the 19th of July, they take off $20 million for it.
Off of who?
My family.
From when to when?
The 11th of July to the 20th of July.
20 million.
Come out by then.
20 million what?
I don't know how much in US dollar, but I have two in 200 Jamaica.
No, 20 million what them take off on?
Money.
No, what money?
I cannot identify the Jamaica. I can identify only 200 Jamaican dollar. I don't know how the next years go.
Then who tell us it's 20 million?
To my explanation about that.
Go ahead.
What happened in Stone March Road, my two sons, who are the Chung brothers, the little one and the big one, police just come in and take him inside for take us in girls in the police station to get to him. He carried himself in the police station, somebody driving in the police station. They hold him at aggregation of suspect of robbery. Well, something happened and whatever he go down, he come back and get that thing that they have him in the station from Wednesday from Friday till Wednesday. They let him out. The lawyer goes down and they let him out to the lawyer and they go back for him. They have me, they realize the police didn't realize the thing going wrong. I let my out.
No, you're talking too fast. People can't follow this in.
When I realize what's going on, I go to the police station and say what's going on. Then they're gone, we have a meeting with some police. I never will have a meeting. Someone come to meet some police at the Chen day.
So how they come to take money off of your family?
Because we are successful.
No, how they come to take the money?
Well, my son have a case in America that said about with some ganja thing. So we try to accomplish money to get through with the lawyer over there, like telling what thing, like telling a truck, telling a van.
No, tell me, listen, tell me how the police come to take the money. Don't tell me how you get the money.
Okay. All the police come and get the money. When she put it to the airport police take that money.
No, you're not telling me. You don't tell me nothing yet. Tell me how I go.
What do you want me to start from?
When you go to airport, when should go to airport, what?
The airport policemen take those some of the years money from them, from her.
No, that's not a good explanation. You don't explain it yet. Explain.
I don't know, they say this because I don't get to talk to her, but you must come off early and they don't charge her.
Then hear me now. If you don't get to talk to her, how can we believe what you say?
That is why I really want to come and sit with you and explain. That is why.
No, listen. No, listen. You say you don't get to talk to her, right? Right?
I can't tell about the 200,000.
No, you're not addressing what I am asking you. Don't you say you don't get to talk to her?
Mm-hmm.
Then if you don't get to talk to her, how we can believe what you say?
My son in America called me and said what happened because he's out police.
Alright, find out more about it because we can't just take that because you don't talk to them directly, yeah? Find out more.
I can tell you when I talk to directly.
Yeah, but find out more because you know that we can't just go off of you not talking to the person.
No, but I can't.
No, I'm telling you. Listen to me. Listen to me. I am telling you that this thing happened in Jamaica. And I can't take what you get second on a phone call from somebody in America. The person that it happened to in Jamaica, we need to hear from that. We'll find out more. I have to go now. Go hear this now. Just find out those things and then we'll come back because we can't spend no more time here. Now feel away. Good morning, welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Can I have blessings?
Yes, sir, I did.
I'm good. I have a concern, you see?
Yeah.
That a lot of Jamaicans may not be aware of a nation who they put as one of the top nations in football, Argentina.
Yeah.
And I heard, a gentleman by the name of Earl Smith, he works on another station.
Yeah, man, I know Earl.
Reading from research documentation.
Yeah.
Systematic ethnic cleansing that has been taking place in Argentina from the 1800s.
Yeah.
And it is peculiar how it's one of the few nations in football.
Yeah.
No black man is on the team.
Yes.
And the people over there, even if they have a drop of black blood, they all deny having any black in them or any African in them.
Yes.
It is like an institutionalized racism in that country. You know anything about that?
I've heard of that, but I remember when I was a youth, I have seen pictures of black people in Argentina, all cowboy. But as I said, systematic.
Yeah, what the article that Earl read was that they even fought wars on behalf of Argentina.
Yeah.
But the strategy was to keep them impoverished neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Without proper.
We want to find out more about it because I've been hearing it and I don't.
So that the plan was to let them die out.
Yeah.
And
now similarly, in Israel, Ethiopians who are Jews from before those people were Jews. Some of them have been migrating to Israel in recent years. Well, say recent, even 30, 40, 50 years. Some of them born over there. I just met two artists, two singers in an Israel band that come to Jamaica. Two of the singers are Ethiopian, born in Israel.
Yes.
And yet they're trying to pressure and put birth control on the Ethiopian and the black people in Israel, secretly. And yet the other day I saw a picture of 5 soldiers. One of them fellow soldiers had recently been killed by a Palestinian bomber or something, and 5 of them was crying over him coffin. And one of them was a black man in Israel arms, military uniform.
Yes.
So although them say them are cleanse out people, you say 1 and 2, But that don't say I'm not trying to wipe out some of those things. What are you saying? We need to find out more about it.
Yeah, and a lot of the people who are in Israel are from Russia. They're Israelis.
Yes.
There's racism and prejudice in Israel. There's no more they know that.
I want you to go on the internet or somewhere and find out more about it. I need to hear back from you. Yes, sir?
Yeah, bless.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Alright, we have our guest here now. We're going to talk to her a little bit before the news and most likely after the news. She has written 2 books, as I told you. Her name is Miss Pamela Marshall. How are you doing, Pamela?
I am wonderful. How about you?
Fine, thank you. But you visited Jamaica, having left Jamaica as a teenager, not true?
Yes.
Well, to get right into it before we have more time after the news. Both books that you show me here, they are novels. Novel is usually a fiction book. A novel is usually a fiction book, something that is a story that has been made up, not factual.
Right.
But yet there are some novels that are historical novels that
reality-based,
that tell stories of historical events, but they might create some
story around
story characters who demonstrate what was happening in history. Yes, but these two now are these are like historical novels because you are telling the story of the barrel children. Tell me some more. The first one is what?
Barrel Child, a novel.
Yeah.
Right. So that book was written to just start the conversation about barrel children leaving Jamaica, coming to New York for the first time. The young lady Sarah meeting her mother for the first time in 14 years, and find out that life was not really a bed of roses.
Yeah.
There's a lot of struggle. Even to get the reunification process, to get to know each other, and the ill will. And as Jamaicans, most women, they're young people when they leave to go to the United States or Canada or England.
Yeah.
And life don't stop. So a lot of Jamaican, children, you go to so, how do you deal with that family? Or you assimilate in the culture. The baggage that you're bringing, a lot of children have that ill feeling, and parents figure that children come and they're ungrateful, but you have to come to a resolve how to move ahead.
So the barrel child in this story is the child who has gone to America, or the one left behind?
The one that was left behind, and then come into America now to meet the mother after 13 or 14 years, and then now you have to get acclimated, and you have to get to know each other, and how to deal with the baggage that was left. And to fit into the family, then when you go, you have more brothers and sisters, and how you fit into the family, and what's your role, and how you're going to move on. Because remember now, when you go, no reality sets in. You're not getting no more barrel. You have to go to work or go to school and help pull that barrel to send back for somebody else.
So become a barrel parent. You're preparing to be a barrel parent.
Right.
Or God, if not a parent, a godfather or a godmother, because
it's a still support,
Yeah, because even people your age just sending back on mine and them one thing. Even people older than you are called a godfather.
Right, godmother. So you still have to, give back and still mind, take care of your family back home still. So it's a process, because you live in New York, you go to most Caribbean household, there's a barrel in the corner.
Yeah.
And you go shopping.
Well, hear me now. It's 1951. Even before that, but I can remember clearly 1951, me a 3-year-old. I started to see the barrel in the corner.
All right.
I don't know that I'm going.
And it's still going on.
I'm a 3-year-old them then. And they address right on it, and so I start getting to know about foreign.
Right.
But I thought that black people come from America, and white people come from England. And before we know about Africa, because all the black people, foreign black people know, them come from America.
Right.
And the white people, we know are foreign, come from England.
Right.
So I think that both carry from England and plane carry from America, because a airport to go when American people are come.
Okay.
I will go a war when English people are come. So me think that white people come from boat and black people come from plane, but your time now.
Okay, well, black people come from plane too,
No,
So in my time now, because you're talking way before my time still, it's still the plane we take to go to America still, and go up to meet your family and friends and so forth.
You go up.
You go up, yeah.
So America higher than Jamaica.
Yeah. Not really, in terms of elevation.
Yeah, why was that up?
Yeah, I guess just the terminology.
I mean, through the standard of living, up there.
No, I'm not talking about
the
standard
of living up there.
Yeah, but you still have poor people too, it doesn't matter, because poverty is relative.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's a state of mind too.
Yeah.
You
may you still have 10 o'clock there?
Yes, we do have 10
o'clock. So the clock runs same like Jamaica?
Of course.
We have to go for the news then. We have to go for the news. Straight up.
All right.
Welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. I'm your host, Jerry Small, and we have still have our guest here in the studio. And we're going to take your call first and get back to her. Miss Pamela Marshall. She has written 2 books about the Jamaican experience, a certain aspect of the Jamaican experience, the barrel child. The barrel child. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. Yes, sir.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay then. A long
time ago, you call the program.
Okay. I'm trying to find out, if you don't think that the Jamaican citizen
need a clean, a nice, clean city to go and walk around and have fun. You know, think is a good thing.
Yeah, man.
But when I go downtown Kingston, I find out that a lot of homeless people is taking over the whole city downtown.
Yeah.
And doing anything they want to do. They throw the garbage all over the place. They do all manner of untidiness. And there's nobody to deal with that. Why we decent Jamaican working class citizens can't be able to enjoy the beauty of Kingston City?
Well, you did have an explanation for it one time, you know.
Yeah, but I want to know.
No, hold on. I say you did have an explanation for it one time.
But you never agree with it. So
yes, no. Let me rehash.
About that.
No, I'm not going to forget about it.
A new explanation.
No, I'm not going to.
Don't stick to the past. Let us talk about now. I want to hear from the government.
All right, I have to explain. Yes, I have to explain that this gentleman did say that women don't know how to keep place clean, so clean.
Yes. So
and because of it, will you allow me, please?
Yes, don't take it on Jeremy, man.
No, not Jerry, no, not Jerry.
Yeah, but
what I'm saying is that
people find it, but you know, just tell me your idea. Why we can't get enjoy a clean city?
You have a house, man.
No, but so why we can't get to enjoy a clean city?
No, you were saying that because a woman is a mayor.
It doesn't sound like you want the city to be clean, you know.
Yes, I want the city to be clean, but
no, not
a joke. Let us dismiss the idea that one can't keep it clean.
Yeah.
And that is because the mayor of Kingston is a woman. That's why it doesn't clean.
Let us leave out that. Yeah.
All right. You have a house, man?
No.
Oh, that means that you know that you keep your place clean yourself.
Yeah, no, but that's about us. That's about when. Listen, why we only have to wait until we go to Canada and Singapore and that?
Singapore.
To get a clean city. Why we can't have the clean city in Jamaica? Why we can't have Kingston?
Well, I was just talking about that. I was just talking about that kind of thing with my guests. Because we were saying, we were talking about punctuality and people who are very unpunctual down here and lackadaisical about time. Most of them from them land in a foreign country, especially America, England and them white dominated country. As them land here, them start to shape up and start get more serious on business, like without anybody have to lecture them. So it is because of standards that are set by different countries, people shape up themselves and get in line and work all 3 jobs a day when them never want to do a full day's work in Jamaica. Some people. It's a psychological thing, but it's not any curse that is on us. You think that there is any curse on our people?
Hello?
You think that there is any curse on our people?
No, I have a suspicion. It's just because Jamaica don't have a strong leader. And the people are free to do anything they want to do. You cannot urinate anywhere you want to do downtown. And you can, I see a homeless person throw a pile of garbage in front of the park for 3 weeks now, you know. And the pile of garbage is still there for 3 weeks straight.
That's not good.
What can I fit to this?
All right, hear me now.
Yes.
In your neighborhood, your area where you live, you reason with other people about conditions around?
No, I'm not talking about my neighborhood, you know, because I don't live downtown Kingston, but I'm talking about
Step back, look here.
Okay. My problem is this. I have a great interest in downtown Kingston.
You hear me now?
Listen here now. I love downtown Kingston more than where I live.
Alright, I know.
Yes.
Because downtown Kingston cleaner than where you live?
No, because downtown Kingston is the capital of Kingston.
And you are and where you live is the Bowils?
I don't know about where I live because I don't live in the city. I live outskirts. But what I'm saying...
Where's the outskirts?
Listen, I live outskirts of the city. But what I'm saying to you, I like downtown.
See, I did say, you know. You know what, listen, you want people listening.
Yeah, go on.
Siaga did say one time, I know you respect Siaga. Siaga did say one time that when he went to West Kingston, he decided to clean up because West Kingston was like the rectum of the city. He said the slaughterhouse was there, the dead house was there, the drain, everything. Like, was like the rectum, and he decided to clean it up, and that's why he decided to build Tivoli Gardens as a...
Anyway, the last thing I'm going to say, I am up, is it? Hello?
You go and hang yourself?
Anybody who don't love downtown Kingston and don't want to see downtown Kingston clean and pretty must not be the mayor of Kingston. Need to resign.
No. All right. You know, you have anything else to say?
No, that's all I'm saying. No. They need to resign if they don't like downtown Kingston.
So we need to have a by-election.
Yes, because we need somebody who wants to...
But you say you wasn't saying nothing else.
Hello?
You said that you wasn't going to say anything else. Good by-election. Thank you. Well, now back to Miss... How you do? As we're talking about punctuality, and that's a pet peeve with you, not true?
Yes, punctuality is important.
Yeah,
You know, many people have lost their jobs, their
Yeah.
livelihoods because of not being punctual.
Yeah.
You know, because 10 o'clock is 10 o'clock.
Yeah. And to get the proper value out of your job, you have to be punctual.
Yeah, you have
in
to
order
be
to
there
give
on
the
time.
proper value, and in order for the person to get the good value out of you.
Yeah, 8 hours is 8 hours, you know.
Yeah.
So it's an hour lunch is an hour lunch.
So what
You know?
discipline did you go into after you go to America and finish high school? What discipline you went into?
I went to Brooklyn College and I did managerial accounting.
Yeah.
But, you know, you're working as an accountant, it's
Yeah.
a lonely work,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
boring work.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know that was not my personality. It's just to make it's a livelihood.
Yeah.
It's good at it.
Yeah.
Make a living.
Yeah.
But, you know.
But it helped you send your children through college too?
Yeah, but no, yes, it does. Because
Yeah.
I worked as an accountant for years.
Yeah.
But I know that's not what I wanted to do. You know,
What do you wanted to do?
I had to drive. I knew I wanted to write and tell our story. You know, so observation. And I went to school. I went to Howard University and studied social work.
Yeah.
Because I know that's my calling. You know, I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy telling people what to do.
Yeah.
You know, and how to do it. And I know social work.
You enjoy sharing.
And sharing and caring.
Yeah.
You know, very
So at
informative.
what time now you get the urge to write these stories?
Like maybe about 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I decided that, you know, nobody telling our story.
Yeah.
And stories, you know, people, you know, but with the internet now, you get an opportunity to meet more Caribbean writers. So I said, you know, this is a story that we need to tell. Because living in Brooklyn, all my friends were barrel children.
Yeah.
You know, everybody come to America.
Even people from other islands?
Yes, all of the islands. Even people from down south coming up to New York. You know, you come from south, come to north. You still get care package or you sell care package back home. Africans, they sell suitcase back home. It's just Caribbean people mostly. Them send barrel, I guess, because it's more economical. Because it's not the weight, you know, it's by the size.
Oh.
That's how barrel is. And it's cheaper to send barrel.
Yeah.
I guess the bigger the barrel, the cheaper it is.
Tell us of these barrels. Do they go on the same passenger planes or they go on freight planes?
I think they go on freight. They go on, it's freight, you know, that's the ship, because they have the containers.
Oh, ship.
They ship. And they get here in
so size
no
is
time.
more important then.
Yeah, size is more important.
Yeah.
So you can't put everything in a barrel.
Yeah.
And, you know.
So anyway, since writing the books, when you were writing it, you find necessary to go back and forth from Jamaica to get that feel, or you never need that?
I never really need that, you know, because I live in Brooklyn. So, you know, you see it, you experience it, you live it.
Yeah.
You see what goes on.
What about reputation? How you find reputation affect you as a person in America, in Brooklyn and so on? Reputation. Good reputation for Jamaica and bad reputation.
Well, it depends, you know, because with every culture you have good and bad. But Jamaica is really the top Caribbean country. You know, everybody look up to Jamaica. You know, like what's happening in Jamaica. Well, you know, the culture is very rich.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if anybody else can do it, Jamaicans going to do it. So, you know, but you have the people, you know, we're good and bad, and it's everywhere. But
Yeah.
you know, when you do something bad, everybody hear about it more.
Yeah.
You know, but we still do what a good that outshines even the bad.
Yeah.
You know, so you go to Caribbean islands, everybody still wants to know what's happening in Jamaica. You go to Africa, they want to, even if you're not Jamaican, them see you, Bob Marley, Rasta, Jamaican. They just shout you out same way. So even the taxi cab them and is reggae music playing in them.
Yeah.
So we still have a influence around the world, you know. So Jamaicans don't know how powerful they are until them step outside of Jamaica
Yeah.
and see how people look up to you to take that lead and what you're doing and what's happening there. And you know, it's very culturally diverse, and people everybody know about Jamaica all over the world.
Talk about diverse. You don't find it any difficult to relating with your children, although them younger than you?
No, Because you see, when you get to assimilate, you remember say when you live in Brooklyn, there's people from all over the world and all over the Caribbean and throughout the diaspora. So you get to assimilate and everybody go ahead because, black people around the world is black people around the world. White people, everybody mix up. So you get to know people.
If I live in America, I would be very interested to get to know the black people down in the South.
Well, because, they have a large Jamaican community down in Atlanta, in Florida, and the South. So the South open up now, everybody's going south. Like the people who went to the North, they're going back south.
Yeah.
They want to, so the culture still moved there. Reggae music still rule, the food. So you'll get to know people. So it's not difficult. It's not difficult. So, it's opening up in the South. It's not maybe, when was the last time you went to America? When was the earliest time you went there?
America?
Yeah.
I went in so.
Oh. So you see, with internet now and satellite, everybody knows everybody.
Where's it with satellite on?
And with internet and satellite and, communication has opened up, email, fax, text, So everybody knows everybody now, so it's no problem.
Well, that's good. Now, in terms of, I know you through the 12 tribe of Israel. And you travel all go Israel, you travel go Jordan, Israel, Ethiopia, true?
Not Israel, Ethiopia.
You're Jordan, you pass Jordan
That's
too.
true, right.
Jordan. Yeah, all them places are part of Israel. If it's even divided now, a part of Israel them place.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
And when, in thousands of years ago, Israel and Ethiopia was like Jamaica and America. That you understand me?
Yeah.
Can you imagine? A long time people are travel back and forth and are trade with one another and intermarry between different neighbors and countries. I tell you, say, Israel and Ethiopia was like Jamaica and New York.
Okay.
And that's how the Queen of Sheba go up by Israel. Or go cross, and not up still, go cross Israel.
So when in the market in Ethiopia, one of the biggest market, that's the place you find the most spices. Remember, it said she brought trailer loads of spice. She bought trailer load of spices.
Yeah.
And when you go there, you see a whole lot of spices. Some of them I've never seen in my life, but it's just so much food and spices. So I can see that happening. I can see that trail. I can see the link.
Yeah. So now, you're planning more book?
Yes, I have a book that I'm writing now still. It's short stories, but it's still in the works. It's going to take a little time to get done. So you still have to be settled and, have things, come up with stories. Now we have a lot of our Jamaican stories to tell.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about the music? Incorporating any music in that book?
Just music that I listen to. I like Bob Marley and like Chronics and the more, the newer music, but not really, just listen to music every day and soul music and the 70s music and 80s music. Just incorporate them same way. My book? Okay. My book is called Barrel Child, a novel, and it's available on Amazon.com and it's also in ebook. And also the other book is called Breaking the Cycle, a Barrel Child Story. It is the continuation, a sequel to Barrel Child, and that's also available at Amazon.com, and in Jamaica is available at LMH Bookstore.
Yeah, so, LMH is Mike Henry.
Yes, my books are available there too.
Yeah. Well, this is Herna Bradba.
Nice to meet you.
No professor?
I'm not professor.
Well, we have this store that for you.
Yes, sir.
Well, you take a mic here. Hold on. Say another mic. Take that mic from me, please. And Leonard, this one, please. Yeah, this is Herna Bradba. And she's an eminent author like yourself. And she is the originator of a thing named Black Space.
Okay.
This lady here is a lady who writes about the barrel children at the Order of St. Herna. She's going to tell us more about, because you have to go at 10:30, or you can stay until the drive comes.
Okay.
But I just wanted you to meet her before she's being writing.
Good to meet you.
Thank you. Nice meeting you too.
I'm seeing your books for the first time, but I'm not going to see them for the last time.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping to be able to catch a read.
Okay.
All right, good then.
Our husband always tell her about broads,
Yes.
Broads meaning not the broad bus, but the broad that
Which one?
That the Rastafari I know the most.
Clyde.
Because your name is probably equally well known, but
Clyde.
Clyde.
Yes. Your husband?
Yeah, that's Zebulon.
Yeah. All right. So we know each other.
Yeah.
Away. We know each other away. All right.
Yeah. So now your children know what did them start get to know Jamaica?
Early. They come and go when they were kids.
Yeah.
We stay in touch with our Jamaican culture. I mean, you live in New York, it's like you never left Jamaica. You see everybody from Jamaica, people that you know from a kid, everybody that I went to high school with, more or less. So it's living in New York is just an extension of Jamaica.
If you lost them here,
yes, right. If you lose them there, you find them here. So they know much about their culture.
What I find is that families is one of the great institutions. So you find like a family like Herna family now, our sister is heavily engaged in the same kind of thing that both of you. Matter of fact, I think she did one of the first like almost dictionaries of Rastafari talk.
Oh yes, Dread
Talk from early about 1970. And our brother has done about 15 to 20 self-published books. And a little more of them going to become well known, at least 2 or 3 of them. And you find that families are driven, the same thing that drive the different members of the family. There's some common thread here. I want next guest coming in named Goodison, Kingsley Goddison, Barbara Goodison, Barbara Gluda names, and Lana Goodison, Bonnie Goodison. All of them deal with communication and explanation. So what your children do?
My oldest son is a nuclear engineer.
Yeah? What are you saying to me?
My other son is a occupational therapist.
Oh, yeah?
And my daughter is a graphic designer. They're all Howard graduates.
Yeah? And you went to Howard too?
Yes.
Howard have a special place
in our hearts.
In the African people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
even his Imperial Majesty, he helped to send one of his cousins to Howard, Dr. Malaku Bain. And then when the time became necessary, is Dr. Bain helped him to establish the Ethiopian World Federation.
Okay. Yeah, I read that.
And then he almost he didn't arrange it, but Dr. Bain purposely married a black American woman.
Purposely married.
Yeah, man, purposely did it to make that link.
Yeah.
I was just telling her that Ethiopia and Egypt back in the day, in terms of interchange, was like New York and Jamaica. People going back and forth, and thousands of years this thing been going on. And it was practical, not just sentimental. But I'm talking too much like what that many times I'm interested in this.
Let me ask you something. Are you going to be here next week?
No, I'm not.
Oh, unfortunately.
Tell her.
But
I would have liked you to have come down with us to Black Space, where we discuss our business privately.
Okay.
Our black business privately.
Okay.
So it's a special invitation, guys. It's by invitation.
Only.
It's in St. Mary and the hills, although she said, come down. I really up in the hills,
Okay.
But it's beautiful. Tell her more about it.
Yeah, I mean, the place, we try to make it beautiful, but we want it to be there. That I conceive of us as a family, and I know that we have certain things that we want to talk about. I know from having grown up and gone out that you hardly get a chance for black people to talk together. If you don't say something like, it's our time now, you have a whole lot. I mean, I have met beautiful white people who would tell me that I can't write like how I'm writing because they can't understand what I'm saying.
Well, I've gotten that from black people too.
Well, I'm talking about when, one of them is a good friend of mine, and she just says, well, Herna, I'm not going to press this point because I know you're not writing for white people, which I am not. I'm writing because I want the consciousness of black people. I want to relate to black people. So we have things, everything is not perfect with us. And we have things we would like to change and like things we'd like to work on. But if there are people who are continually telling us how it should go and how you should do it and how you should put your eyebrow and what you should do with your lips, then you get confused. Yeah. So my idea is to have us sit down together and look and say, what's wrong with me, what's right with me, and we share that. If there's something that is wrong, we work out together how we can get it right. Okay. And and there's something that is particularly right, how can it be right for the rest of us? So I believe that these spaces in which we can talk to each other are necessary. And that is my contribution to my race, is providing a space, which I call black space, in which we can work out things together.
All right, we have the last word because maybe them come for you now, maybe they come on time. So the last word is yours. I would like both of you for exchange contacts, please.
Yes, I will. So once again, my books are called Barrel Child, a novel, and the other one is called, the sequel is called Breaking the Cycle, a Barrel Child story, and they're available on Amazon.com or here in Jamaica at LMH. And I'm looking forward for many readers and writing more books and telling our story, because as Jamaican living in America, we have a lot of stories to tell that we want the world to hear about our story, in the family-oriented stories, and we always have positiveness still, moving forward. So thank you for this opportunity.
It's my pleasure, Thank you very much. You're straight up. In case them don't come here, we might have you in your next few minutes. Straight up. Yes, welcome back to Straight Up. We have two ladies here with us, both of them authors, and Herna Bradba is even more than an author. We have Pamela Marshall here, American living in a Jamaican living in North America for decades now, and writing about the experience back and forth. But Miss Herna Bradba, Dr. Herna Bradba, wants her to know more about this black space, even though, because the space is created, and you do something every August, don't you? Late July, August.
We do something on the 29th and the 30th of July every year.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for
That's a community thing.
No, that's my black space.
Okay.
But the community itself does something on the 31st and the 1st.
Okay.
So somebody can come for 4 days, come to my black space and come to and then we stay on for the community events.
Woodside.
Woodside community events.
That's in St. Mary, you know St. Mary, Pamela? Yeah. Yeah, man. So tell us.
Yes, I was telling her what pushed me to establish this place. I used to do a lot of teaching in the States. A year, a semester, or something like that. That's where I was getting my money for the past so many years. And so I knew a number of black people who were teaching. And we came together and really wondered why our black students in these multi-ethnic situations were not standing up and saying what they have to say. And we got to understand that they felt they didn't feel comfortable in this multi-ethnic thing. A friend of mine, for instance, was at Maryland, was telling us that she took in some Yoruba priest into a class to make the students know some more about religion in the Caribbean. And the black students came to her afterwards and they were mortified, they said, that she should bring that. They were mortified and embarrassed before these white people that this is what they have as culture. And we just said, this is so sad. And there are other instances like that. I'd have students would come to my village for one reason or another. They would come from the schools, and the black students would complain that they're not getting to learn anything because the white students assume that they know, and they keep bothering them, asking them about this, asking them about that, so then they're not getting a chance. So we said, what seems to be the case is that black students need to go off a little by themselves, learn something more about themselves, and be made stronger and more confident to deal in the multi-ethnic situation. So we started out by we had 4 students coming from the University of Oklahoma. A friend of mine is there, and she was very much part of our thinking through this thing. We had 4 black students come. We have this, what we call an educatourism product in our village. A lot of students come to learn about rural Jamaica. And lots of them have been white students. There have been white students. I remember being so amazed seeing a white student coming down the road with her towel around her shoulder. And where is she going? I asked her. She's going to a place we call, I forget the name of the place now. She's going to a river. And I'm saying to myself, this is a river that I used to bathe in. Now she's going to bathe in this river. She's not even asking where it is for. She knows. And so many of the young people who have left the village do not know where to find that river. And I remember a black American person telling me that during the 60s when they had this this they would send students out.
Like exchange
The
program?
volunteers, what is the NVO?
Okay.
The volunteers. They brought back to the State Department and let the State Department know where to find every rock in Ghana, every rock in Nigeria. Okay. And, Nigerians themselves don't know it, but the State Department by now knew it. And I said, this is so sad that other people are doing more about ourselves than we are. We have to now get up and learn it. And this is part of what the Black Space is about, us learning more and more about each other. But the part of it that is different from other programs is that there is the discussion moving towards a therapeutic interest, where you talk about things which you couldn't talk elsewhere.
Okay.
For instance, we talked one year, we introduced people to African religious observances. We had revival people in, we had Yoruba people in, we had those Ossets, those people who are linking with Egypt, we had them all in, so that they can talk to each other and to us without being stigmatized, because there's a lot of stigma concerning non-traditional religions in Jamaica.
Two things I want just before the break. Can you tell her a little more about the other 2 days that the Woodside do? And could the both of you have a little 2-minute discussion about the islands? The islands over the coast of Georgia. You know about them?
Yeah.
All right. Tell them about the other 2 days at Woodside.
The other 2 days, the other 2 days go like this now. Some research I did told us that the enslaved people used to go to a rock, a big rock called Daddy Rock, where they would talk their own business. It's just right in Woodside there.
That's near the High Gate.
Yes, it is just the rock is just below where the Great House was. So, and we know where the kitchen was. So
what the estate is in?
Yeah, Woodside.
Okay.
So you could see them passing from the kitchen, coming down and going to Daddy Rock. And that is where they supposedly went to talk their own business. Now we imagine that the day 1st of August, when emancipation was to come, they would certainly have gone down there the day before to talk their business. What is it like? What will happen to us and all the rest of it? Yes.
Right.
So what we do in that village is every 31st of July, the day before the 1st of August, we go down there to talk our own business. And the business that we're talking, they're supposedly talking down there this time is this like skin bleaching, hair extensions. What would Marcus Garvey say? The youth have asked for that topic. Okay. So we're hoping, somebody just said he would like to do it. We're hoping that he will be able to come, because people come in with knowledge. And
that he would be able to come. He would.
There's a young man I just spoke to. I used to teach him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Glad I didn't make contact with him because I'm gone. I'm supposed to be able to
Price. Yeah, I'm hoping, he will call me. I'm hoping that he will be able to come, because all the other people who were to have come have dropped, unfortunately. They'd love to have done it, but things happen that they can't do it. But we're hoping for that. So that is that we do on the 31st, and the night of the 31st is a vigil. There always was a village waiting for the 1st of August.
Right.
So the vigil is a part of it that I love most, because it's drums and dancing to the drums.
That would be similar to New Year's Eve, waiting for emancipation on the 1st.
Yes,
so they call it watch night.
Watch night. It was
Right,
rather
waiting for
like
emancipation.
the vigil, but this is drums.
Drums.
The watch night is more Anglo. This is drums, and there's a lot of dancing to the drums. And we normally serve chocolate tea and bread and fish. Okay, we don't know if we can do that this year because we don't have any money, but anyhow, that is how that usually goes. And then the August morning now, the 1st of August, we go up on a hill where not only oral sources but archival sources establish that the enslaved people did build their own church. So in reverence to them and their work that they have done, we go up there and we don't even call it a service, we just sing and stand up there. And from time to time the Spirit takes some people,
right,
and they utter forth, So it's like that. And then after that, having done the history of the village, and written up 2 books on the history of the village. I also wrote a play, what we call a ritual, where we bring back the people, the voices of the enslaved people, because I have a list, the 1817 list of the names of the enslaved people on the estate. So the play brings back many of them. Fortunately for us, there are still people there whose ancestors were there in 1817. Yeah. So we try to use those people and put words of their ancestors in their mouths. And so the play really begins with the whole village being massed to hear the reading of the Emancipation Proclamation. And they react, what we get is their reaction, because that is how I wrote it. Every year something was added on as you got people's reaction to the reading of this Emancipation Proclamation. It's settled down now and stopped. There's no more writing onto it. For the past 3 or so years, there's no more writing on it. But every time, like when I learned that African Americans, enslaved African Americans, were on the estates right around us, and we brought the African American idea into the ritual. Having done that, but nothing new has come up. So that's what we do. And then our two final things are, we march around there were coffee estates. We march around the coffee estate with the sense of it is ours now. What are we going to do? And then we come back and have what we call a communal dinner, where it's made from things that people have brought. So you might bring 2 roast cocoa, or you might bring some joint of cane. Because
everybody brings something.
Everybody brings something. On that, in 1838, we didn't have no money to go buy nothing. But we had food, and we celebrated together. We ate together. So that is it.
I think this is quite interesting, learn about emancipation in Jamaica, and, put the voices, bring.
Please listen to this for next year. Next year. I've been talking to my friends on the.
I don't want you to be interrupted, so let's go for a break and you tell them about next year.
All right.
Let's go for a break, straight up. Yes, welcome back to Straight Up. We have Dr. Herna Bradba talking to a fellow author, Jamaican, Pamela Marshall, telling her about black space and other things. Little more went about the Gullah people. Yes, Dr. Bradba. You were telling about next year.
Next year, no. People call us all sorts of things and call themselves all sorts of things. But I have found that it's most valuable to think of ourselves as descendants of Africans enslaved in the New World. For one of the things that it does is that it links us with the whole North American continent. It links us with the South American continent, because they were all Africans, descendants of Africans.
One slip, different ports.
Yes, okay, it's all of us. So it gives us a broader thing. Oh yes. And from that point of view, I have been looking at my work that I want to be doing for next year is looking at, this is my academic work, is looking at the relationship between the peoples in the diaspora, the relationship, not Africa and the diaspora, looking at the relationship between peoples in the diaspora. And associated with this, I'm probably coming out of my work and having met some other people who are working in the same thing. We have decided, about 4 of us have decided, that what we will do next year at our Black Space Reasonings is look at African America and Jamaica, so that we will be calling it Juneteenth and August 1st. You know Juneteenth?
Yes. Right.
Juneteenth and August 1st.
Explain to the people what Juneteenth is.
Juneteenth is when emancipation in a particular state was in June, and so it comes to be called Juneteenth.
2 years later, they found out in Texas that slavery was abolished, and so they were still working as enslaved people in Texas. So it took 2 years for them to find out that they were free.
Interestingly, one of my points is working in Texas. I think so that way. So we're looking at where have we come since emancipation. It's a big thing, but I'm hoping we have spent our Black Space time trying to make our links with the African continent, letting them come in, speaking to them and getting them to help us to understand certain things about Africans, and now we want to be looking at each other.
So do you think the public schools or the schools has failed us about what emancipation is and enslavement of African people around the world throughout the diaspora? Because a lot of people, they say the slaves, they put themselves outside of what enslavement was, and a lot of the problems that we're having, I feel right now, is even part of the legacy of slavery.
Yes.
So, and there's a lot of behavior that was taught, so that we have to unlearn those behaviors. And I think that we're manifesting a lot of that slavery mentality. For example, beating our children. I think that's part of the slave mentality.
Yeah, murdering our children.
That we
murdering them.
Kind of, we need to unlearn that kind of behavior.
Let me say this. What you're saying is true. Not only that. I'm going to bring in some more guests here, and I'm going to tie in certain things. Kingsley Goddison is honoring the contribution of the Chinese Jamaicans to the Jamaican body of music, the modern Jamaican body of music. Now, one of the greatest examples that I see, the Chinese Jamaican, them have two organizations that were well known when I was growing up. The Chinese Athletic Club and the Chinese Benevolent Association. The Chinese Benevolent Association is still going strong. It have a large building and complex down Hope Road, Old Hope Road. Most of the successful black Jamaicans and a lot of the ordinary working class black Jamaicans refuse to identify themselves. Listen to me now. Refuse to identify themselves as African. But the Chinese Benevolent Association is down there where the Chinese will not do anything except identify themselves as Chinese. And they get together in a benevolent association. Volent means the things that you are moved to do, and bene mean good. So benevolent means when you are moved to do the good for others. Benevolent associations when a set of people organize to do good, especially for the others of their group. So the Chinese Benevolent Association was formed to take care of any Chinese that have any problem. This is a great example, not only to the African people in terms of the purpose, but in terms of the name. So all of them successful middle class and upper class and rich and successful black people who refuse to call themselves African and say they are Jamaican, not African. And that's why I love the Chinese Benevolent Association. I love the things where Herna Bradba and other people do. Some people say black is not good enough, it must be African, but it's still a step along the stage.
Well, I say
descendant
of Africans enslaved in the
yes,
river.
Yes.
I just want to bring in something here. This man named Simi, who was brought here in 1938 after the uprising here, made a statement which I find very valuable, that in 1838 a race was free but a society was not formed, and the society was 80%, at least 80% of people of descendants of Africans. The society was not formed, and I believe the society still is not formed. And what are the things we have to do is raise our consciousness and form, or else we can't do the benevolent thing he's talking about there. We have to form the society, and that is part of our, if people won't call themselves, won't regard their history.
We have 2 more minutes I want to talk about the colour people as part of the same thing.
Okay, well, the way I'm going to talk about the colour people is a way that I'm not even quite sure. Yes, it's a way. In the process of writing my first book on the village there, I had to look at the slave returns for 1870. And as I looked at the 8 slave returns from my village, I saw on the other side a village called Palmetto Grove. And of the 200 enslaved people there, 40, that's about a sixth of them, were marked born in America. Okay. And there were other villages nearby us with the born in America. And at least I know that 4 slave owners, coffee men, came out of the U.S. because somebody else was working on it. They pointed and told to me. We traced it and we realized that they were. So the Africans have been there, but where were they coming from? They came immediately after the War for American Independence.
Right.
So they came like in 1782 or thereabout, kicked out of the States. And they were coming from Georgia and South Carolina. which is the Gula Coast.
Yes.
And so I have been wondering about the connection whether these people that I see in Palmetto Grove on that estate were coming from Gula people. I look at the weaving straw work that they do, and it closely resembles the straw work there. Okay, but I don't know. I just put it that it is a possibility of a link with the Gula. It could also be that the Africans who were coming over, who went off in the islands, came from the same place as those who
from the Gula people.
Those who were in
South Carolina. It's possible because when you hear the Gula people talk,
yes,
they sound very similar to us,
I've heard them.
Jamaica.
I've heard them.
I'm going to interrupt you. I was going to introduce a couple of gentlemen a little bit. And then well, here comes Kingsley Goddison, and he's paying tribute to the greats, and this year he's paying attention to the contribution of the Chinese Jamaicans to the development of the modern Jamaican music. And I have a guest today, Mr. Chung, Mikey Chung. Now, I was just saying to them before you come in, take a mic, Mikey.
Okay, yeah.
All that piece of music we play now, and I refrain from play, you know why? It's Chai and Kai Shek, and I said to myself, I don't think it's appropriate seeing that you're mouth. And Chai and Kai Shek was a national, but you know, so we love the whole of them.
Yeah, man.
I was just saying to the ladies before, saying, I love the Chinese Jamaican community so much for two things where I grew up with, the Chinese Athletic Club and the Chinese Benevolent Association. So my middle class Jamaican and successful Jamaican people, African people, were few to call themselves African. When they look upon the Chinese Benevolent Association, them know say they're supposed to be doing things. Yeah, Mikey Chung, there's such a large contribution where your people, part of our people playing the music. I don't know. And I point out it's not only the musician and the instrumental and the producer and the studio owner, but even the nightclub owner and the man who own the land. Yeah, Mikey, come there. I never know what's a Chung here. Are your brother?
Philip?
Yes.
Okay,
Charlie. Our next name for him, Charlie. I want to say Charlie, are your brother.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So, you meet them lady.
Okay, hello.
This is Herna Bradba. This is Miss Pamela.
Hello. Thank you, Chen.
Yeah, man. Marshall. Yeah, so we take the mic a little closer. And Kingsley soon come in. Yeah, man. You've been living in Jamaica all the time? Or you go and come?
Go and come, but I live in Jamaica. I lived in New York for a while.
Yeah.
For 13 years.
Yeah.
But I came back in 94.
Yeah.
And I've been here since, but I travel back and forth, you know.
Yeah.
Music take you away otherwise, you know.
Yeah.
Because you're limited with work here.
I'm going to back her brother, you know. And then man, they used to have generation gap band, you know.
Oh.
Yes. Bradba.
Parkinson as well.
Parkinson, yes.
Bugs.
That's a Bugs.
Bugs, yeah.
And Brad's our brother. And
Brad,
Eddie Gap.
Eddie.
Brad's our Eddie.
Yeah, so I used to play Generation Gap.
Yes, that's so.
He was part of the band, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Freddie McGregor,
Freddie, yeah.
Dalton Brownie, all the people, yeah, man.
And Mikey Carroll.
Yeah, Michael Carroll, you still up Mount View there, yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, no, I remember it's two band people used to mix up, you know. Generation Gap and No Generation.
No Generation, right.
I remember me buy them bandwagon, you know, the VW van.
Yeah.
I buy a second minibus that is always a panel van. But there's so many bands that the Chinese community was connected with. Don't Sheiks still having some Chinese connection?
Who
The
that?
Sheiks? Kes Chin and no, Souvenir.
Kes Chin,
Vagabond.
Ingrid Chin, Vagabond, Byron Lee,
Vikings, yeah. What about them, man?
What about them? Yeah. What about them?
What about them? Ingrid
Chin,
Chin.
Carnation, do a Venture.
Carnation, yeah, Venture.
Yeah, man.
What about them? It about some I remember right now, I remember. Yeah, man. Well, after the break, we just have a few seconds to the break. And again, but I play them two. When I come back, I play them two pieces of music. But it goes so far, and then now the Dragonair still persists.
Yeah.
And then
the studio sound, I mean the
Channel 1.
Channel 1 and the
Beverly's.
The Beverly's and the what you call it, Randy's.
Yeah.
And the people there, you know. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So it's tomorrow night at the Chinese
CBA. At the CBA.
At Polo Road. Yeah. But Chungy, or call him again, man. What's sweet name for him then? Your brother?
Charlie.
Yeah, man. Charlie go on North Street, but him go on one side of North Street, then he go on the other side. He go on Kingsley side, this is George's. But Charlie go on the side of 40s.
Yeah, I still North Street, I still, you know. I like I said, this one guy shaking anymore. I still. Alright,
we're going to go back and play the trailer. Let's go for the news, straight up. Welcome back to Straight Up. That is Don Drummond evoking the spirit of Chinatown, Jamaican scare. Because you know Kingsley Goddison, King Omar is having this year as his main focus of tribute to the greats, the contribution of the Chinese community in Jamaica Chinese community to the music of Jamaica, all farm, every side of it. We're going to have a little piece now of China Clipper from the said side of man, them is Scatterlight, China Clipper. Then you're going to hear Chiang Kai-shek, which was probably the most popular scat tune that referred to China. But that one is by Baba Brooks. So a lot of the same side, man. Them. China Clipper, then Chiang Kai-shek. Little pieces. Yeah, this is Johnny Moore and Roland. They're talking in Chinese, but the most popular one is Baba Brooks. Let's hear Baba Brooks, Chiang Kai-shek, straight up. I have to cut it there because Lin Tate kind of gave that Oriental Chinese feel with them guitar there. One of the most influential people in the Jamaican music as a Trinidadian. And it reminds me of the introduction to Derek Morgan's famous music, Blackhead Chinaman. No, Blazing Fire. Where that keyboard instrument, I used to call it claviola or something, was used to get that kind of Chinese feel. And then how Kings was giving us anecdotes in the middle here about how a certain Chinese producer paid the musician better, put on good food, and all them things, man, I'm glad to pay for him. Bring me back, you come talk about it, but bring me back to the when Byron Lee, as an amateur, bring him band together and them start hire him now. I want him come through the tradesman entrance. The musician must enter on the back. Byron said, no, we're coming through the front door. And we're going to be entertained during the intermission, equal to your guests, not as some little side man. Not true. Well, take it over for me. Mr. Chung and Mr. Goodson.
I experienced a lot of that.
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays, you know, you have to just call a spade a spade. I remember working at the Sheraton Hotel.
Yeah.
I'm playing in the Junkanoo Lounge every night. And when you go and get your food, the more you go on the back and get the star food. I said, no, none of that. I forgot order for the menu. And this started to change. Them things that changed a long time, them things was going on, you know. And some musicians never say nothing. Yeah. But after a while, we said, no, we're not going to take this again, man. No.
No second class.
No second class citizen, man. Yeah, man.
Yes, Kingsley.
Byron Lee was really the person who changed the whole of that. And it's a fact that they used, so when break time, you have to go behind the kitchen and all them stuff and eat food. And they didn't have no respect for the musicians. Done whatsoever. So we have to give that credit to Byron Lee.
Yeah.
Change the whole thing.
And another thing that I was corrected about, I think is your brother correct me now, Bonnie. Because we always criticize Siaga, say, them get together, Byron and running as well, and all the uptown people and carry them go foreign. But I think his Bonnie told me that Siaga actually tried to get the Scatterlights and Tom McCook. Is it you or Bonnie to tell me something?
No, it's not me.
I think of Bonnie. So him actually tried to get some of the authentic man, most of them couldn't go.
Okay. I don't know about that. I don't know that I hear them talk, that they were the one that should have gone.
Yes, but that is the impression I had as a youth.
Yes, up until
that they should have gone. I knew they should have gone, and I got the impression that they were avoided. But
they weren't free. All I know that they said that they were slighted up until this day. Many of them died with that in the church.
Bitter.
Yes, you know that, Jefery.
Yeah.
They died bitter about it. But that introduction to them to go, I've known about that.
Yeah. But it was good though that because remember, even as a youth spend enough time uptown, Chen used to rehearse on him veranda even daily. And we could always go sit in from in the early 60s. And then a few years later is Ingrid, Chen and I was 1 million at the band. No?
Yes, Richard. Richard.
And then them produce the third generation, Tess and Chen.
Yes, which is Richard dancer.
Yeah. You will have her on the show?
No, she is on tour, sir.
Yes. She must fly out from somewhere.
It's a world woman, I know, sir.
Yes.
Carrying the flag high.
Yeah. So who are we going to end up on the show tonight?
Well, performers. We have Sonny Wang. He's from you should remember the Vikings.
Yeah, man.
Yes, he and his brother, when Victor has passed a couple months ago. So he's going to be one of the performers.
Yeah.
And we have Derek Ariat, he's supposed to be back here. Has been in New York for a while now.
Yeah.
And Pamela. Pamela is underrated.
Vocal,
but she's a very good
ballad, jazz, reggae, everything.
Yes, so
I'm a musician.
Yes, sir, musician. So
I love our voice.
Yes, and we have young Ras Michael.
Yes, Ras Michael's son. Yes.
Very talented young man. You know?
Yeah, man.
He has just completed a LP with Family Man Barrett as the producer.
Yeah.
And we have as our bandmaster here for this year, the great Mikey Chung.
Yes.
It's a privilege to be
who is here.
No, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So those are the ones that are performing.
We're going on awards too.
Okay. We have Philip Chen. Right now he's on his way in the year there now coming to Jamaica. World renowned musician, bass player and banjo player. You know, he has played with quite a number of world musicians.
Yeah.
Even keeps Rod Stewart, right?
I'm sexy, yeah?
Yeah, with this tune, Do You Think I'm Sexy?
Oh, yes.
It's one of the wickedest bass line I hear.
Yeah, that bass line.
Yes, it's a running bass, you know, and he's the one who created that thing. So he will be here and he'll be performing also for us.
A lot of people don't know that him play. Well, being over there, you know, he played a lot of rock people.
Yeah, man. Jeff Beck, yes.
Eddie Van Halen,
yes.
A lot of people.
Stevie Wonder, all them guys in play with. A whole pile of people and they keep touring, you know, but it's a humble command, you know.
Yeah.
And we're sorry I was not here today to be on your program, Jerry, but good man. And Leslie Kang, we have Leslie Kang. You know, I got to tell you, great producer.
Yeah.
All the millions.
He will be there.
No, you know, it's deceased.
Yeah, well, I mean, representative.
Yes, representative.
We'll be honored. He will be.
Honored.
Yes, his representative will be there. Aston Family Man Barrett, what can I say? Is a pioneer that coming from Tit for Tat, right? And Hippie Boys, and Upset with Scratch.
Yeah, man.
And now found in for
the Wheelers Band.
Wheelers Band, he's in charge of that up until now. He's on tour.
Yeah.
We'll be able to make it, but one of his sons will be coming to accept it.
Yeah.
I was speaking to his son, and he said, "Boy, Daddy said, listen, you better find yourself, you know. Find yourself there." So we're proud of that. The Oakim Brothers, Channel 1, Oakim Brothers, Channel 1 record and sound system also.
Yeah, so not only sound system, not only studio, but dance promoter car every year.
Yeah.
Which date? What did it not January again? Well charged.
Yes.
Every year, well charged. One of the Gold Coast
Yeah, that's right.
With the most bike attendance.
Bike, yes, that's right.
Remember, I have a bike shop too.
With Parley, Continental angle.
Yes, up front.
A base, yeah?
Yes, I'm up front, leading.
I tell you.
Yes,
and when the police raid, you know, I see them with the bike, them spread out across the road and come across the Harborview Bridge, you know, coming back to town, the police in tow.
Yes.
Faster than Almila. You say Almila was 170 miles. Land speed record.
Yes, sir. Justin Yap family.
Yeah.
His brother Ivan, I think, right? And as the pieces that played, a couple of pieces that played is not too long ago.
Yeah.
Chinatown was quality. Top Deck. They got some of the best music
Top
out of the Scotland.
I tell you.
Yeah, got the best out of Scotland because that's what we just talk about the treatment.
Yes.
Proper treatment of the musician.
True Danger Man was a little upstairs, mental sometimes, but You have to get some wicked thing from
All time.
your man.
Yeah.
So him, out of him, yeah?
Yeah.
The most comfortable
The
car.
most comfortable.
Yeah. And I hear say the best smoke in the day too.
Yes, the best smoke. There's not anything to hide. The man walk with the best smoke and that make everybody happy.
Yeah.
And when a man happy, Jerry, you know that go.
No, I mean,
Yes.
happy talk.
Happy.
Happy talk.
Yeah,
We
man.
shall
So,
play that.
but you
We
blow
shall play
from
that piece of South Pacific there.
yeah, you blow from now till a man.
Man, it's-
Sweet music.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Our, Vincent and Patricia Chen.
Yeah.
Randy's, coming out of Randy's, Pioneer, and on the PP Records. World renowned PP Records. A big thing in the world now. All coming from these people, Vincent and Patrick.
Yeah.
And Ingrid, what can I say about? Well, I get to know Ingrid a couple months now since we started with the preparation for it.
Yeah.
Beautiful young miss, you understand? And you know, when you hear things that you do as a female, right?
Yeah.
And things so keep quiet. The first female band leader.
Yeah.
And she's also relative to Tessa.
She's not the first one, but the first all-woman band.
Yes,
Janet Enright.
Janet Enright, yes.
But
yes.
it was all female. But
Yes.
Ingrid come because, well, I one male there, but I one male after there, a chaperone.
Yes.
One time, the 12 Tribe Israel daughter, because Herna helped send them away. You know.
Yes.
12 Tribe Israel, like woman executive, 12 of them go away. And them couldn't travel alone, so them send me
Yes, as a
as
chaperone.
a chaperone. They couldn't say it's not all female executive.
Yes.
I was just there as the baggage man.
Okay, sir.
You understand? Yes, boy.
Yes. And now we come up to outstanding stalwart, the late Jefery, the great Jefery Chung,
Yeah.
and Mikey, Chung. What can I say? Musicians, arranger, composers.
I want to play two pieces of music for you before we're done now.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, we're going to come back.
Yes.
Herna Bradba, just tell us the way to Woodside. The way to Woodside, can the black space, well for the 31st,
the 29th and the 30th of the Black Spade Reasoning.
Yeah.
The 31st and the 1st are the village celebration of
yeah,
emancipation.
Woodside, St. Mary.
Woodside, St. Mary. Now, I think most people kind of know Highgate.
Yeah.
It's 5 miles from Highgate. Take the mark of the clock, and you go left at the clock, where there are a whole set of taxis. Some of them are Woodside taxis.
Yes, at the clock.
At the clock.
Going up the hill.
Yes, a slight hill, past the Anglican church and past the big basic school. And you just go on from, if you can set your trip gauge to about 5 miles.
Yeah.
After about 5 miles, you're going to come to a district called Palmetto Grove. You'll have to ask because we don't
All you do, you know, I want you to draw like a map and leave with me, because people going before and I want that.
All right then. And then you just take the left road.
Yeah.
Take the left road and
And you can ask questions.
I ask question and
But you must ask at least 3 different people questions. If you want to get the right direction, you ask at least 3 different people. And then now you average it out. And when them say right hand, you ask them to show them your right hand. Show you, a lot of people say first leg.
Don't think about the right hand at all, because there's a left turn you must take. There's a left turn you must take.
Show me your left hand, please. Okay.
It can't snap. It can't snap.
Okay.
Left is a left turn. It's a left turn. So there's it. And you just ask for me, for
Miss Bradba.
Miss Bradba. Ask for Miss Bradba, anybody will show you
Well, thank you
where
very
the
much.
going-ons are happening.
All right, we have
All
a
right,
message. We have a message from Lord Tanamo here. A caller.
What?
Is here. Yes.
Yeah, man. Original Scotland.
A Chinese man from Montego Bay came down to Kingston to make a stay. Although me come from Hong Kong, Lord me a China like any man. Oh money yo, the lega man a catch him can be. Oh money yo.
Welcome back to Straight Up With Us, concluding a little expose of the tribute to the great show this year, coming through Kingsley Goddison, Mr. Mikey, Chung. And it will be tomorrow night at the Chinese Benevolent Association on Old Hope Road, just opposite Jamaica College. And paying tribute to the contribution to the Jamaican Chinese to the development and sustenance of the Jamaican music and other form of culture. And yeah, Kingsley, I hope you always wonder and hope, say, you're documenting. I know you must be documenting, because even to do the work that you're doing here, it's a result of documentation.
Yes, sir.
But I hope you continue documenting every year your work and the intervening things, because it is even more comprehensive than Heineken Star Time. Heineken Star Time gave the people a chance to perform, brought them back into the public eye. But in terms of making awards, it was no one then thing, but this is specifically recognition and awards. Not true?
That's true.
Yeah. You have to find ways to maintain itself economically.
Exactly.
You can't be every year having to raise funds again new.
That is true.
The product we have, you must can generate some funds through the year or something like that. I don't know.
That's what we like, that if we are comfortable, right, in terms of the creative aspect of it, to do the research, because it's people that I know.
Yeah.
I literally born and grow them, so I know what it is. It wasn't in a book work. I don't have to go into a book for that.
No.
I live it.
Research.
No, I don't have to do research for that.
You only research to get back up, say, that person know that what I'm saying is true.
Exactly so. That's why the both of us is always on the same page, because many of them don't know where you come from and the things that you have exposed to, right? The community that we have been through, and know these people, the Trench Town, the Jonestown, the Anna Town,
Orange Street,
the Craig Town, and the Orange Street.
East, Warwick Hill.
All those places that we know.
And places of country though, you have some key places of country in this culture.
Like
St. Mary's a key place.
St. Mary's a key thing with the music too, and St. Ann,
Yeah.
So.
And another key thing is the business approach of the Chinese people that we need to learn from, that made them successful in the pleasure. The music was a pleasure,
Yes.
But the business make you can sustain it, make it pay for itself.
As Wayne was saying the other day, Wayne Chen at our launch, said that the Chinese went in for that seat as a business.
Yeah.
And which is facts, because the studios, most of the studios, they own the studios, right? The dance halls, right? And nightclubs, they own that as a business in it. The sound system started with the time with Sebastian.
Concession, drinks concession.
Concession of drinks and all those stuff there. Until downbeat them, Sir Coxons and Duke Reed first realized the strength in it and the partnership between the promoters. And the promoters, the dance promoters, are the ones that the first sort of marketing people where the music is concerned. They put up their money, right? So they can pay the sound system and the lawns and those things. And then that's how the music come now. When the foreign music, the rhythm and blues and those things dry up now, the top sound system operators decide to get creative and bring in our own Jamaican.
Mikey, how early you start learn music?
Well, I always had it in me, I guess. You know, when you're a little boy, primary school, and so we used to, Jeff and I used to sing. We used to have to sing in front of the whole school. Them time they were sing some Elvis Presley,
Wanna be here, Teddy.
But then I think what really happened, I come from Manchester, Christianity base. And country people, father run shop and all that. We moved to Kingston in '61 and went to Maxwell Avenue. Right,
Maxwell is a key place, Kitty Mat Club and
right beside Kitty Mat Club.
I tell you, Johnson Drive-In, Torari Crescent, Lodge Hall.
Every Friday night, man, yes. And Kitty Mat Club, when we go my bed upstairs, the bakery there, be here like boogie woogie and
thing. Kitty Mat used to have live music too.
And only part of like a smaller club. Live music. The first time I hear Sugar Belly, from Maxwell now like a bar.
Maxwell having the most dancers, you know. From Spanish Town Road right up to Johnson's there.
Plus the great rediffusion when I be a good turn on.
You
have to turn it down, but you hear the early recordings. It just come. I just find myself.
So you teach yourself to play
to get a little bass guitar and teach myself to play. And then from the box guitar, go charges and we just pick up, start just learn to play quick. So go in our band, we used to play drums first and start play guitar, start play bass, and then you know the thing. While the father just carry me towards a man start using for record.
Yeah.
And if you play the first tune,
Yeah.
I can hear you, the more you
No, they can rely upon you.
Yeah, and the now gen thing go through.
Yeah.
You know? We used to play on the road.
Yeah.
And we just get in the studio and get so popular, forget the road.
Yeah.
And just head for the studio and the rest is history, you know.
Then I would part of industry circle around that, you know. Because you have the tailor man where can make the shirt them with the long collar and the big cuff.
Like Jerry, Chance Eccles.
Yes.
He was a top class
tailor. Yeah.
All them
Andy.
Tailor Andy, but Clancy in terms of RT's uniform.
Yeah.
You say Bob Marley and the Wheelers with a silver, with a black thing. You see do it.
Yeah.
Delroy Wilson, all them guys that used to make that.
And they imitate the impressions.
Yes.
Towards them.
Exactly.
They have manly who make some hat.
Yes.
You know them Jerry's khaki hat?
Yes.
They make some hat to the side panel, you know. Them print out your dance invitation on the side panel.
Yes.
Then now you keep a dance, you make about 20 of that, you know.
Yes.
And you find some key regular man are some popular well-known man, you know.
Exactly.
And you get Kingsley Goddison, one of them had to wear for 2 months before the dance.
Yes.
And you get Kevin one, and you get the top ganja man of the era one.
Yes.
And you get the top cyclist one.
Yes.
And them weird for a month, and that alone advertise the dance.
Yeah, right. Creative.
Jumping Sonata. All them some dance to keep every year same day. Jumping Sonata.
And I tell you about the
21 pipe salute.
21 pipe salute. All them. Jesus is a black man.
Yes,
Joe Bagger.
No, but you see, like how the chair we just sit on and talk, and you say something and me say something, and right away we understand, you know.
Yes.
You say Kitty Man Club, right away you say, yeah. But we come from the era, but why is it?
Yes.
That need for continue that kind of information.
Yeah. That's why.
We're not going forward again.
That's why what Jerry said. This
have a magazine.
Yes, this have to continue. Yeah. I have the Tribute to the Grace I put out 3 magazines. Right?
But you have to do it like how Johnny Golden do it, like Swing Magazine.
Swing Magazine.
It can be done.
It can be done, but it needs some serious people like you and I doing things like that.
Jingles and all them, man.
Yeah, and jingles them. You understand? Because them have the skills and the know-how.
Yeah.
You understand? But we can't let it go.
No, sir.
We need some proper backing, you know. Because a man get with a grants and all them things.
Yeah.
We should have given to do the things like yourself and me and other. And I big up myself to that, but I know I live it. And
we are producing.
Yes, we're producing it. Yeah. So and just give a certain amount of freedom, right? So we can get to the creativity, right? And we can even pay a printer and pay people who take in the notes and everything that come.
Yeah.
What's the whole heap of things out there?
Yeah,
why is it that most of the time it's people from overseas?
All doctor know.
Yeah.
That movie there. Byron Lee them play night. Then the character doctor know.
Yes.
Now it's a Chinese guy, one scientist, you know.
Yes.
Where the whole James Bond thing.
Yeah.
And a Jamaica them have to come film that, you know.
Yeah, that's right. A whole heap of things. How those people put themselves together and do that, you know. But you see, a lot of people who in the positions wrong.
Yeah.
Like
it's a square peg in a round hole.
But of course, and them start flex and all that thing. I don't know nothing. You understand?
But we're not going really be more nothing. I'm glad the show come around again.
Yeah, man.
And the line up there again with the backing band.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. Some top musicians in this band here, especially this year. Mo was the leader.
Yeah.
Bubbles, and Trombone.
Trombone is there.
Scott and trumpet. And Errol Gale.
Next note, my Norwegian.
Robin.
And Robin.
Spreader play bass.
Yeah.
Better thing.
Yes.
Alright, that's good.
Yeah, Stewie,
the greatest drummer. Nobody can play drum like Stewie.
I tell you. Well, alright, boy, I'm glad you could have come in.
I will talk you, sir.
Yeah, man, and the best. We're going to go down on this tough gang them about a thing tonight, you know.
Okay.
And this evening, the One Love Cafe down there.
Okay.
Mr. High, Scott, she put on a little stage show in commemoration of Haile Selassie's birthday 2 days time.
Yes.
So all them fly away, give me, I go down there, go distribute them. Yeah, man, 56 over Bob Marley Museum. I go down there, I have a few more of the flyer them, I go distribute them there.
You know, that thing hit me the other day, you know, when them say Bob Marley record first, Beverly Hills.
yeah.
And when I first use 1 cup of coffee.
Yeah.
I say, look how the coffee thing.
Yeah, come right from
Bob Marley.
From
From the beginning, him say that. Him have all picture drink coffee.
Yeah. What goes around?
What goes around comes
And you get enough blessings so through that now. My cup is overflowing.
Yes.
We are drinking out of the saucer. A gospel music everywhere, but you know, gospel and dance are the same thing.
Yes.
I most amount of dancing going on church.
That's right.
Thank gentlemen for being here. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Thank
Jerry.
you very much,
Thanks.
Jerry.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
As usual, sir.
Yeah, man, my pleasure. Welcome back to Straight Up on My Rose there, small boy. I know you're just starved for a fun time. But that is it. That is how it sometimes the drought here teaches us a lot of things, you know. That when we have it in plentifulness, we must make use of it. And then when it's scarce now, we'll be able to pinch it and just go on. But we have another very interesting young man here, Psychosis him call himself. I'm going to tell him proper name, but he's very intense about education and the opportunities and technology and all them kind of thing. Matter of fact, I think he's a university student or graduate. He soon tell himself. But let me just read a few text messages, please. Jerry Small, in the 80s and 90s, you have any idea of how many Jamaicans were locked up or killed overseas? No. We should check out that. Next one. Morning, Bongo. Did you hear Radcliffe Lewis introducing the new commissioner of police, Carl Williams, last week? He's trying to win the trust of the people who hardly know of Williams. He's acting on behalf of his bosses. Williams was brought back from duties overseas to take over from this government came in. Oh, yeah? Yes, I heard Radcliffe Lewis commenting him, yes. Next one. Good morning, Mr. Small. I want a representative from Digicel to let the public know the price to pay for phone cards at the wholesales. The 108 phone card is now being sold by most people for $160, and Digicel says it should be $135. Some wholesales are selling for $138. Well, me not buying it for more than the proper price. And it's not cheapness. I don't care if it was something cheap. It's not cheapness. I always encourage the people who sell things low price, because you must patronize those people and spend with those people, because them is the people you must support. I don't care. No, I don't. Next one. Jerry, detective tell Court Almila was traveling at speed of more than 130 miles per hour. Is that possible? Or 170? Him detective was traveling at 130, but him say all at the 170. Al Capone. Guns don't argue. Jerry, did you know that this coming September, a lot of teachers will be put in retirement by the government? My wife is one of them, and she and others were asked to attend a meeting by the Minister of Education at Oprah 2 weeks ago. I think I heard of that, yes. Next one. Mr. Small, one of these days you must do an extended interview with Laurie Guns. Lloyd Aguilar has her, yeah. Laurie Guns is a young lady who wrote Born for Dead, an account of the underworld of Jamaica, connection with the politics of Jamaica. Born for Dead, the gun politics of Jamaica with the underworld. Laurie Guns, yes. I know her, I talk with her one time, but yes, we hope so to do. Next one, Mr. Small, good day. Remember I told you those people in office did not know the definition of their job. Just Peter Bunting and Omar Davis. Look like him said those do know it. Thank you. Next one. Jerry, some of these politicians are greedy, stupid and corrupt, getting bloated while asking us to ban our belly. And what they need to ban is their reckless attitude to food and governance. That's true. Next one. Morning, Jerry. Why do you let Beth treat you like a piece of trash? Are you a man? Well, you do have to ask that. But I'm not going to treat her like a piece of trash. Because somebody treating me like that does not make me a piece of trash. But you know it go already. Next one. Good morning, Jerry. A few weeks ago, I went to visit some friends and I hear someone saying that Bebe was killing Moby. It was very close to the Prime Minister, just like how Jim Brown was close to Jamaica's past Prime Minister. What do you think? I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised. Next one. It's a small good day to you, sir. Did you hear of the command of the rebel group that is called ISIS in Iraq gave out that all female must be circumcised? I wouldn't doubt you. Even in Africa, you have males who insist on females being circumcised, and it's not really circumcision, you know. It's really cutting out of the clitoris, because circumcision means cutting around. Circum mean around, and cision mean cutting around the penis, the foreskin, the part of the penis that is designed like a glove. And some societies have decided over the years that they're going to cut it off. Well, I know that nature make it the right way, but yet still human beings learn some ways how to take precaution. So for that reason, now I'm not going to say I must grow my fingernail because nature make it grow long. So I'm not going to swear say fingernail not for cut. And I'm not going to swear say anything not for cut. Yet nature make the thing can grow long. But if you grow your fingernail and never cut them curl around and come near your needle, and you can't do nothing. So sense, nature also gives sense. So human being get to balance and pick out nonsense out of sense. And I suppose it's that way human being learn to circumcise penis, but the circumcision of females, or the cutting out of females' clitoris, is a little male ownership of female. A man afraid a man ever take him girl or him girl go and get turned on by a good looking man. Or a man run past her at 100 miles an hour and she say, which man can run so fast? She go and fall for him and going to love bolt and all kind of thing. But anyway, yes. It's true that man can command woman, so-called circumstance. Next one, Jerry, thanks for the salutes. The Solettes. Oh yes, the Solettes is, Solettes, the mirror image group to the Whalers, Loxley. And I think Britta Marley and her sister, I think they were singing together even before she knew Bob, But yes, the Whalers were singing together long before Bob knew Rita, and there was at least 5 of them in the group, including a woman too. Next one, howdy Jerry, can we hear more about the hydro plant in Magotty? Yeah, we can. It's lovely to go down there now. Magotty is a beautiful area and that river is beautiful. All that river coming from Appleton and come around. About 5 rivers down there join up in a beautiful place down there. Next one, are we really seriously celebrating a set of slaves who built a church? Isn't that continuing slavery in another form? A set of slaves who built a church. I'm trying to remember what that is about. Next one, morning Jerry, do you know that you are very smart and reasonable in discussing with your callers? How do you know so much in Jamaica? Big up Sham and the Jap and the Young family. The Jap and the Young family again, and Sham, yeah, big them up. Well, if you live a certain amount of time and you move around, you will learn a few things. So, it's not any whole heap of knowledge really swell made. Whole head can hold. What about the human being is capable of so much more than what the human being has done already, that you wouldn't believe. But yes, man, my guest here now, my brethren, psychosis. What you had a name? You mind tell them?
Well, yes, the name, the slave name, or that origin, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is John Mark.
Yeah. Last name is Mark?
No,
John Mark.
John Mark. Was the first name. Last name being Evans.
Evans, okay.
Yeah, that
John Mark Evans.
English/Welsh origin.
Okay, yes. Yeah, because John is really a Welsh name. And Sean, you know that Sean is a form of John. S-E-A-N, Sean.
Sean, no.
It's the same name, John, you know.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And Johan is another form of the same name. Yes, but no, you know you're very, very concerned about education. As a matter of fact, you were saying that a couple of days ago, the fact of Haile Selassie's birthday was a very timely time for you to come talk about it, because you were mentioning how Haile Selassie gave money for a school to built in Jamaica.
Which is right.
And you have a lot of ideas about issues and solutions. Tell us a few of them. Because I intend to invite you here again, but just have a little 3 minutes.
Okay, right. So, first thing, right now as it is, the situation is education is not going at the pace the way it should, right?
Yeah.
Now, we can develop our human resources and our children in a faster way if we, from an early stage, recognize what they're into. Now, true spiritual bliss comes from simply what? Doing what you love, right? And the truth to success is really showing you in the second letter, you. So if you develop self and you know thyself, then after a while what? You literally will focus on the things that you love, and you will naturally, based on the fact that we have our individual differences, right? We will find persons who are artistic, playing a role in as an artist, different type of artists, and then of course you have the doctors and the lawyers. Those are just interests.
By the way,
yes.
You went to university. Are you still here?
Well, I'm still here.
Where is it?
I'm doing a history major with a minor in entertainment and culture.
Yeah. How are you going to use it?
How? Yeah. Going to develop the country and the world.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's another thing. You have an interest in technology.
Well, technology. Look at the word technology. I'm saying Patois is a divine language, because look at it now. Technology. Tech. In a part where you take something, you take it away, right? You take from somebody. So technology, take knowledge away. That's what it is. Just like my church 310, back in the day, whatever that year was, right? You literally would have a phone. Even though the flashlight phone literally will last you 3 days on full charge. But yet it is a phone. You make phone call, it send text and whatever other features, right? Now you get an app, one of these app phones nowadays. It don't give 3 hours, but yet you have to walk around with a power bank to replenish the power for this particular technology. You see what I say? So,
you need some more time.
And I mean, me about 15 pages right here, written already. Just say. So,
but we're going to invite you back here soon. But you're going. I want to thank you, and I also want to thank my producer Tanya Richards, our production assistant to Sam Shoshani Daly, and Kevin Williams, our technical operator. I want to thank Nina Simone, telling us about Moody Indigo. Straight up, piece of jazz and a piece.
Nina,
you ain't never been blue. No, child.
Rastafari, Empress Mendez, hail all the ones them, YouTube, yes I, how far I bring it to the world, knowledge, overstanding is the key.